Welcome, Pisces Collective, I should say, to your January tarot reading. Moonshadow Psychic Readings here. Happy to bring you yet another message. If you've joined me from TikTok or Instagram, you've seen me pull this Seven of Wands card. It looks like a time of strength and intellect in working on something. I would say if you've already had a bit of a victory or you've set something up, it's kind of keeping that going, keeping that momentum up. You may hear a truck going past. That's that energy of driving forward, that strong energy. So yeah, I think it's like you've had a victory, now you need to like defend that position, but do it wisely. You have the strength to keep going. Work smarter, not harder, I think is sort of coming out. You have the intellect, you have the power, and I think it's also the word integrity was coming up as well. So let's start in the area of your connections, your relationships, communications. Sorry, I knocked the other one down. But we have Serene, and this came out right when I first started shuffling the cards. So it had to be seen today. So in your serene energy, in your connections and relationships, what do we have to learn for January? See, look at that, like a clump of things wanting to come out. And then, so there may be like this knot of things you see at first, and then a solution comes quickly. Emotion and intellect, getting heart and mind in balance. Don't let one outweigh the other. Don't let sort of emotions cloud your judgment. The other water signs, Cancer and Scorpio, have had similar things come up. Don't be led by emotional reactions. Take some time to think out before you react. Think through things properly. But also, in the areas of your heart connections, don't overthink things. Your thoughts can run away with you down all sorts of tangents, and if that happens, you lose your serenity. You see that? You blow your house of cards down. So keep things in balance, because when heart and mind are in balance, you create your dreams, your thoughts, your manifestations so powerfully. That's a strong power to have. So make sure things are in alignment and you're thinking of good things. You're feeling good things. Look for the positive outcomes you want, the positive connections. Don't get stuck on negative thoughts of your connections based on some past negative feelings. If you nurture that, you're just going to get more of it. So it's time to make peace with things. Yeah, look, it's all about your emotions. Yeah, look at that. Balancing the sword out. Don't be down here wallowing forever. Even the dragon's coming down here to be like, what are you doing? Hey there, under there. Stop hiding. Come on out. Time to put your heart back on show. There's a whole lot more positive energy coming out. Get things in balance. Get your emotions in balance. Get your heart and your mind in balance, and life will just change for you. And you enter this serenity, and that's such a draw card for those around you and for the type of relationships and connections you're trying to create. Look at that, Five of Earth. A little bit of devil energy there. Being dealt a bad hand. So like a ghost of your former self and what was taken from you. That seems to be this energy down here. So why is it coming up at the end? I think there's a situation here, and this must represent it, that you need to make your peace with. Red cards. It's so fascinating. That would be a great playing card deck. Does anyone have one like that? That looks great. I'm really focusing on the wrong things, but maybe that's what Spirit is trying to tell me. Don't focus on the wrong things. If you keep focusing on this thing that happened in the past, that's what becomes your future. If you make your peace with it, come out, get things in balance, heart and mind, you will be serene. Nurture what you want. What you want your life to be, what you want your life to look like, what you want those connections in your life to be. Nurture that within yourself, and it becomes the reality around you. As within, so without. You don't have to flip things. It's like, if you've been this victim in the past, you don't have to become the victimizer to balance things out. That is not balance. That's an exaggeration and an aberration, and does not bring serenity. It just brings more trouble to your life. So balance is about making peace within you and creating that essence that you want in your life. Because everything around you and everyone around you will start to follow suit. And those who try to fight against that, you cut them out, because they're upsetting your balance. That's where the defending your position element comes in. Let's move on to your career, wealth, finance, and goals. Bored is your energy. Feeling a bit dissatisfied with your everyday kind of work, Pisces? Same old, you need a new challenge or something that speaks to you in a more spiritual sense. Look, it's a bit slow going. There's a few things here, but it's not happening in a hurry. So this might be where time needs to be taken and you need to be a little patient. Maybe you need to get all that stuff handled first. Look, it's sticky as well. Alright. Okay. The One of Air, like the Ace of Swords. New journey. Really cool. Starting from a place of peace too. This to me reminds me of the Om. Om. Nurture that peace, that idea of peace. You have the power and the wisdom to nurture that. So that's what needs to happen. But have things been too peaceful? Is that the problem? You started a new journey, maybe it's not going where you want it to, or maybe it's taking too long. What is it? The Scribe. The Bee is like a hard worker, but it's also abundance. It's the Ibis. I recently had a friend refer to these as what were they? Trash scabs or something? I can't remember what it was now, but yeah, they just in Sydney they wander around all the rubbish bins and pick things out of them to eat. Yeah, we don't get them down here in Melbourne quite the same way, but I've heard people from Queensland and New South Wales in Australia speak of them that way, like your bin scabs or something. Trash turkey, something like that. Alright, the Beetle again, strong and wise. The Scarab is wise. It's a need to get things out. This air energy is these thoughts and things. You've got these strong, I want to say antennas. but you know what I mean. Strong horns of power, and all these thoughts written in script, tangling them up. So your power kind of got tangled up. So maybe you're a little blinded to the situation. So Scorpio's reading had ungrateful in this position here. So there could be a sense of kind of not seeing what you have because you're being just bored with the situation. Maybe you need to get at it. Given that it's described, why don't you write down what you're hoping for in your life, what you want to build towards, because you have that sort of abundant and hard-working energy. I feel like maybe you need some clarity. Look at how blacked out all the eyes and third eye are, just because you might need some clarity on direction. There's got some peaceful, motivating energy, but it's all, everything's in your head. It's all air energy. So depending on the kind of thoughts you keep, your situation could be good or bad, because if you're concentrating on fears, worries, and paranoia, Cancer had this card in a different position completely, but yeah, it really is needing to put the pieces together. It's all air energy. You need to focus on your thoughts and how you're perceiving things through January. This is some important work for you to do. It's similar to getting your heart and mind in balance. Write down the things you want in your career, in your goal, in whatever it is you're working on. There's your gut instincts. There's just time and the ticking over of your heart, getting your mind to work and put all these things together. He's wearing glasses, so there's good focus on things, getting perspective, clear focus, undoing knots where you feel tied down, putting the pieces together like a puzzle. Just organizing yourself. You can hear neighbors talking, so there may be a lot of chatter in your head. I don't know why everyone's so loud today. Maybe the chatter in your head is very loud and you need to put that aside, get things down on paper. If you start writing things out, the things that are in your head and the things you want, you'll start to see things you're writing down, the thoughts that come up are sometimes blocking you from your path. So you need to get those thoughts in line, and if it's something that's holding you back, like negative thinking, you need to look at that and say, okay, why am I doing that? There's an exercise you can do. So you find that thought that comes up and you write it down, and then you write an immediate gut instinct response to that. Then you write that first thought again, and again, your immediate gut instinct thought to that. And you do it 21 times. And each time you kind of come up with like, oh, here's a hint of why I'm thinking like that. Oh, why am I saying that? And your gut instinct, that thing, just comes up. You do it as well with the things you want to manifest. So, you know, I want to live an abundantly. I deserve to be abundantly wealthy. It's kind of a very basic thing. But if I say, I deserve to be abundantly wealthy, and then write down the first thing that comes into your head, which may be, I don't deserve it. And that might surprise you. It's like, oh, why did I write that? Well, let me write it again. I deserve to be abundantly wealthy. I haven't earned it. Why do I feel like that? I didn't know I felt like that consciously. I deserve to be abundantly wealthy. And again, first instinct. It's like, why am I thinking like this? Now I'm starting to question it. Good. I deserve to be abundantly wealthy. I lost every bit of money I came in contact with. I deserve to be abundantly wealthy. Do you get the example? So you do it 21 times and see how you work through this. Sometimes that's how you need to get out these little blockages. And that's how you're going to put the pieces of the puzzle together so that you're not bored in your career and what you're doing in life. And you're getting healing from yourself, working on these things, heart and mind into alignment. And when heart and mind are aligned, boom, you're a manifestation machine. Okay, overall, what I call your life path, messages from Spirit can reflect more upon this and any other special messages that need to come out for you in January. Challenged is what you feel. And it kind of does go along with that. Maybe you haven't been sure about how to change things around, get more optimistic in life, make your life feel more like what you want it to, what you expect it to. And there's a few things kind of coming out here, and they're probably all stemming from one source. First card, Scorpio had this as a good outcome energy. Yeah, 10 of Earth. Take off the mask. Stop trying to be one of the wolves. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. If you're a nurturing mother person, be that. You don't have to pretend you're a wolf mother, strong and hunting. You don't need to. You see that the innocent kind of deer watching you take off the mask and suddenly realize, wait, that's not a wolf. Who is this person really? So you need to uncover who you really are and nurture wisdom. This little baby dragon here. look at his face. This baby dragon is just like so resolute. It's like Scrappy Doo in dragon form. But he's holding the wand. It's like a passionate energy. So yeah, be passionate about nurturing your wisdom and being comfortable in who you really are. This is why you're going to be challenged. If you're trying to be someone or something you're not, it doesn't fit. It's a fake mask, a fake costume you're wearing. It's never going to lead to your best path and abundance and whatever else you want in life. Notice the voices have quietened down, so that's good. 3 of air, more of that air energy. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Do the work. Like I said, writing out, doing some research, figuring things out in your head. This can be figuring out who you are. You might want to keep a journal or a diary even. Just putting your thoughts down. Just to get things out, work through issues, do that exercise like I said 21 times, write the same statement and your gut instinct each time. And yeah, look at that. Work out who you really are so that you can get in alignment with yourself. There's the wisdom. Look at that. And once you're at peace with yourself, you are in such a strong position, so much stronger than before. Getting things out of your head. Get it through your thick skull, will you? And then the 10 of water. Yep, that's getting all your emotions in alignment. Going through all of that to get emotion and intellect there. Emotional intelligence. Once your emotions are at peace because you figured out who you are and you're at peace with yourself, everything starts to come into phase. There's the moon phases there. Look at that. You may also want to pay attention to moon phases that came up in Cancer and maybe a little bit in Scorpios too. Being a water sign, emotions are your thing. So Get them in alignment. Look at that. She's just like pulling the water up like it's fabric. She's in perfect control of her emotions. She's learnt through work how to do that because she's comfortable in who she is. She knows now how to instinctively follow things, and she can make peace with all the other things that are going through these emotions, whether it's tumultuous emotions. She can help these people find peace. Psychiatry or psychology? Is there something in there that resonates for you? You may help others find peace, especially if you find your own peace by doing this work, doing these exercises, journaling, whatever it is. It's just a matter of time. And it's like a yo-yo. It's like, yep, I'm comfortable. I'll just keep the yo-yo going, keeping time. Ratata, ratata, ratata. Like your heartbeat. Get your heart beating in a steady rhythm where you're at peace, where you become serene. That's how you get through this challenge. Get into alignment with yourself and shower unconditional love upon yourself, because then you can spread it beyond yourself. So let's take a look at your outcome energies. Optimistic, because you've done this work. Yeah, the future looks bright. So what is your best course of action, Pisces? Best course of action for Pisces. I think this came up in Cancer's reading back here. Yeah, the one of fire, your passions. You need to get into your passions, work out what your passions are. You had the Wand's energy. I think it's following through on that energy, the passions, whatever you've been working on and setting up. Be smart about your passions. Be in control of them. It's a whole new journey. Start a new journey based on your passions. Work out who you really are and what truly aligns with you, and put work towards that. Again, the spider can be a symbol of abundance. On here, it's on the golden egg, which would show abundance, but it's also got its web around it. It's kind of holding too tightly to it. And it's really the dragon's egg. So maybe there's something you need to let go of in order to let your abundance hatch free. Your passion, your path forward is about breaking free of those kind of eggshells we've built around us. So yeah, it is do this work. Get into alignment with yourself and follow your passion on something. Being smart about it means being smart about yourself, getting the pieces together, getting into your loving, balanced state so you can break free of these little things that you're holding on to from the past. Look, the other water signs have had the same energy. It's very similar, of like putting past things to sleep. Yours is a little bit different in that regard, but it is the same message of work on yourself. And then your outcome will be 6 of air. Another air card for you. Look at that. Absolute balance. The dark and the light in alignment. Your chakras have aligned. You hold the power because you're working from your heart, hand over your heart, and putting your power forth. All your ideas are exploding forth. It's just an amazing power going forward. That's a weird kind of headpiece. I'm not sure what that is. Very unusual though. But yeah, that's you. Get into alignment with yourself. Figure out what it is you want honestly. Figure out who you are honestly. Love that person and let go of these past imbalances so that you can follow your passion and become this perfect balance. I think the water signs are bringing a lot of balance into the world. If they bring balance into themselves, it's going to become an infectious thing. Look at the energy you're radiating from the wisdom and the counseling you're offering here, and it's in alignment with your heart. People are going to be drawn to your passion, the purity of what you're offering here, and that wand is like your power to usher forth balance for others. That's a special gift to have. That looks freaking amazing, Pisces. I can hear a baby magpie or something in the tree. Can you hear that? That's that nurturing. It's like, feed me, feed me. Feed your inner self. Figure out the real you and nurture that with passion. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer you, or just contact me for a personal reading. My booking website is linked below in the description or in my bio. You can also catch me on TikTok and Instagram and message me directly there if there's trouble with the booking site, or you're not sure about a time. It looks like it's unavailable. I mean, it's set to, as far as I'm aware, Melbourne, Australia time. So for those of you internationally who want to do it, over the web, yeah, you might need to work out the time difference, and I can chat with you about that, because basically I can make the time. Feel free to hit me up. Any questions, I am here to help you on your journey. But if this has given you some guidance, then my work is done, and thank you so much for joining me. Catch you in the next reading.